This is a more refined example of the model. You see that I drew the roof on and I've already drawn the openings. So what I'm going to do is, on the energy settings, I'll tell it it's a residence. It knows the address already. And what I am doing is using the option that were the drafted openings. So I can say analyze that that building. Remember, it's already got a ground floor pushed through it, so it's ready for analysis. And now what it's doing is cloud computing, so it doesn't matter what the power I have on the amount of RAM I have on my laptop is. I'm accessing infinite computing power via the internet. Let's call the report My Baseline Study, and click OK. Now, just to show you, if I look at this, I can have multiple reports running at the same time, because it's not dependent on my hardware. So if I click on the screen here, you'll see that I can go look at the reports. There's an earlier one that's being produced that is running, so I'm going to just show you that. It will be in bold. I'll bring up my window. But the one that I just submitted, that's the earlier one, and it's running and being produced at the moment. But if I scroll up, you'll see that I've got the one that I just created, which is it's right there. It's My Baseline Study. So I don't even need to wait for this to be finished. I can close the window because it will send me a notification when the study itself is done, and it will pop up down in this the bottom right corner. So if I continue with my work, I can turn back on the display of the aerial photograph. I can show you the model in either its mass form, its surface form, which is produced now for me, or the zones form, where I can see really that it's all part of one residential zone. This is a very simple building, so I'm not really changing those things. I'm just pointing them out. There's 3 different ways to look at the building. Here's my report. It's already done, so I'm looking at it. And what's of consequence to me is the value for the life cycle energy costs. If I look at the value here, so what I've done is 2 studies, one that had the building aligned with Heather Street, and one which was the Frank Lloyd Wright solution, where it's turned by 30 degrees. And if I look at the study and all the information that's there, I see how the building performs. I also see that this design decision in today's costs cost me about $700 over the course of 30 years. Great feedback.